Everyone, good afternoon. So first of all, thank you for the CIMUN team members, Mr. Assistant and Mr. Fawad. Also, great thanks for giving me this opportunity to join you today. And I believe that this is a smart solution to use our today's technology to gather the youth, mashallah, from all around the globe and to discuss this critical issue, which I believe that means only one thing, which is every one of us has a tremendous role to break this chain and to break this critical COVID-19. So as unfortunately we know that we reached more than 1 million cases. It's a huge tragedy, I know. But let's remember it and let's see it as a strong motivation in order to work together, to support each other, and to collaborate our bright future and to break this chain. So, as a health professional, I would like to admit that, to be honest, we need the commitment of the community members, all of you, despite your age, your gender, your nationality, your race, your educational level. We just need the support and the full commitment of each and every one of us. And as you know that every day we are learning something new about COVID-19, and earlier they said it has been transmitted by the droplets, the aerosol, but nowadays we know that it also can be transmitted indirectly, which is by touching any surfaces that it may touch anything, any droplet, it can stay now on the surface. And also, we know now that our older generation has the worst effect ever due to their weaker immunity, let's say, which could be your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, or to be honest, anyone that you love. So here we go. Let's remember again, your practice, your choice, it will give them different result. In 14 days, you can see a different result. If we collaborate, we will see different result. And let's say the bright side, the humanitarian side. So let me go through this amazing project, which is the International Humanitarian City in Abu Dhabi, UAE. And for those who doesn't know what is the city, it's basically an accommodation city that was built in less than 10 days, which aims to receive and host the evacuees from China or any high-risk countries, because their countries, they have maybe political problems, financial problems, and for them they are innocent people, like they are migrants, they are students, they need a safe place to spend their 14 days quarantine. So despite they are coming from different nationalities, different ages, different purposes, we show this humanitarian side. This is nice humanitarian side that we are there for each other. And which is, this is on a country level. For on a community level, there is a campaign which called "We Are Greater Than Corona," which aims to we basically target different age groups of people in the community, whether through social media or it could be physical wise, which is in the area like public places, supermarket, gardens. We always remind them that please be reminded of the healthy hand hygiene. You have to be reminded that you always should keep the social distance, the 2 meter. Please disinfect all the environment, all the services that you are using, because people, they need to be reminded and they need to feel that they are connected. And this would lead me to the famous quote that is, every one of us has a full responsibility. How does that happen? By believing that my practices, my daily routine and choices, it will not only affect me, it can affect my family, my community, and my country, and eventually it will affect the world. So f- from youth to youth, please follow your country guidelines. It was there for us. And be aware of the fake news. Just depend on the valid resources, whatever it's a health institution, any news. Don't go with all the rumors that we know and we hear about it on WhatsApp or different social media. And let's, inshallah, it will, these days we will remember it as days of part of the history and memories. Stay safe and stay home, and thank you so much.
Later on. All right. So this is Naurin Farhan from Pakistan. I'm a public health specialist and working as a volunteer across Pakistan. Basically, I'm a community nurse and I have more than 10 years experience. All right. So this is like just an outbreak and pandemic is going on. There's lots of things are going in the media, social media, LinkedIn's and things are going on. I just came across two things today, actually, that the coronavirus is basically has been hidden by a bit inside the RNA. It's a ribonuclear acids is nucleus inside, and it is divided basically in two parts. So there's a two types of coronavirus is going on. It's SARS and MARS is going on. SARS has a more severity because it attacks directly on your acute respiratory system, and it has also involve your gastrointestinals inside, and it specifically has a sign of the diarrhea, vomitings, difficulty in breathing. So once a client come up with a diarrhea, vomiting, and it verbalize that he or she is having a difficulty in breathing, can be marked as a SARS corona. More else that the MARS is it's like a Middle East respiratory syndrome, which is not that inherited on your, but on the other side, it talks about you can tell that it comes from the camels, it comes like touching the animals of the skins and things like this. So somehow it has a mild signs of flu, you can say a headache or a runny or itchy nose, which is like slightly irritation of allergens perspectives is going on there. So Mars, we can tell particularly not that danger, but SAR needs modalities that the patient needs to be shifted to hospital, particularly on it. All right. So this was the two coronaviruses. While I was reading, is there's two types of it, so we should know about it. And yet there is the mixed of the viruses there, which is have some signs, mixed signs of the SARS and MARS both. So which is like can be from the unknown animals, it can be from the contagious side, it from can be a like from touchings, and it's from be like in a contact the person who has already been infected, or it can be a viral the airborne is, right? So how the coronavirus is look like actually, basically it's spread from airborne, wild animals, and it's social contact, right? More people are worried about that, they are more talking about their physical distancings and all that. We really need to understand because the most of the organisms is hindered in our hands. Is a tip of our fingers, right? So it's a more like the infection is there. And if you once you wash your hands with soap and water, not the alcohol rub, because now it's just been a fashion, is that the people are using sanitizers and they've been least bothered that if they have sanitized, the infection is not being transferred or is not being potential with it. Until or unless you don't wash your hands with soap and water, you rinse in the water, the microorganisms is does not destroy, it's still there, it goes inside, it's hidden, because the alcohol has the tendency, yet it work with the cell membranes, but it helps, or you can tell that it allow to grow the more bacteria inside. So the hospitals, what I believe and my practice allows tells me that like nurses and doctors usually don't wash their hands don't allow don't have a much time, so they use the sanitizers, and they think that we are not transferring, but yes, we are the actual person, the healthcare providers, who are transferring the infections one to another. So this is the very risky. So now the healthcare providers are also mean like a combat and being marked as they have to necessarily wash their hands from soap and water. So what are the symptoms actually? Okay, we all need to understand that the normal allergens, seasonal, and the corona is totally different. Meanwhile, with this quarantine in 15 days or last been 14 days, I have received like 20 or 30 calls, and people are just giving me calls and they're just telling me that nurse, I think I am being infected with corona. So this is not like this, right? You just need to monitor if you are suffering from flu, if you are suffering from fever, if you are suffering from malaise. You just need to treat with the antibiotics, taking some Panadols or Calpols, anti-allergics, and try to give some time. At least you just need to give a time for 48 hours to 72 hours. If it is not that irrigated or not finished, still you're not feeling well, and the best thing, you just need to observe, you just need to hold your breath like this, and if you cough during a breathing like right, then is the a slight sign that you are being infected with corona. All right, but yet there in the report you see there is the immediate direct infection of corona and PCR. PCR is like the infection is not finished actually. There are the few diseases which is are actually acute, such as the hepatitis C, HIV, where your the PCR levels needs to be looked into it. Same goes with the coronavirus, because it is initiated due to your genetics, to your RNAs, and it works. It is like destroying the cells actually. So this is a danger actually, and cannot the vaccines are not working, because every year the vaccines are being shifting. The influenza vaccine are because the scientists like catch A virus, and the next year comes with a B virus or a C virus. So definitely the people are who are low immunized, or the aged care people, who definitely go with the influenza vaccines. But yet again, the influenza is not vaccines are not the actual the last thing, not like a destiny, because the people thinks, okay, oh, I got the influenza shot, I got the pneumonia shot, I cannot get with this. It is totally built on your immunity system is, right? So cough and sore throat are there, diarrhea in the case of SARS is there, headache is there, difficulty in breathing, because it totally get the water accumulation of the waters in the lungs of the alveoli, right? And it makes a difficulty in your breathing, right? It has a runny nose, right? And the fever, of course, is there. Okay, so what are the preventive measures? Preventive measures we all know, because it is like with the social contact, and it is works with your hygiene, right? Wash your hands, right? And you just need to at least for 20 seconds, because it is says you can teach small children that they can sing a happy birthday song, because we have tested in community that the rhyme of the happy birthday is really successful among the childrens, who can be kept motivated to just sing and rub your hands. And you all we all need to follow these 7 steps of the hand washing. So if you can see my video, we just need to go like this, and can we go alternate, just this, all right? You just need to go back, then in the fingers inside, okay, and then you just need to make a portion, then you need to clean, because the nails are the nail beds are the actual who has the inside infection. Then it's like this, all right, then it goes like this, goes like this, and then you just need to wash, all right? So this is like, okay, now mask, preventive measures. The mask is, I was reading the multiple articles and the researches and talks on the social media. People are talking about the medical mask and the surgical mask. There is a trend that the people who just go outside and wearing a mask. So yes, it's not that bad, or it's okay if you wear a mask for your protection, but we just need to take care while you're wearing the mask. You should not touch then your nose, eyes, or mouth, because research and the WHO also has a study that if you touch statics or has a figure of that this that every human being has a tendency after 2.5 minutes to touch their eyes, nose, and the mouth. They cannot be resist while touching their face, because it's just a perception of a human nature who eventually touches faces. So while wearing the mask, you need to be very much careful, because if you're wearing the mask, if you like put your hand on the front cover, definitely the air and the filtration is there, right? So all the airborne and sorry, are you telling to me, because I cannot hear you? All right. Hello. Yes. All right. So this is all about. So it's okay if you wear it, because we are getting the shortage of the mask, medical mask. You can wear a sponge mask, or a filtration mask is easily available nowadays, and you can just go, because we are shortage. Like people are more prone to the wear N95, and N95 mask is especially for the isolations place, and especially on the higher alert where the people are infected. On the other side, so we have, like, we cannot be close. We need, if you have a fever or if you have a sneezing, you just need to cover your elbow like this, and you just need to sneeze. Or you can just take, if you have a collar, or females are wearing with the necks, you can sneeze inside actually. So your infection cannot be more inside. Keep inside, it's okay, rather than giving in the air to others. All right. And you need to maintain your distance wherever you go for the grocery. Either you're going for shopping, for any thing unnecessary, you're going out, you cannot go unnecessary. So you need to take care. You just need to be a hand. You just need to maintain your hand, and where the tip of your hand is finishing, you just need to maintain the distance of the 1 meter. And if you are having any flu, cough, or something seasonal like this, or allergen, you need to maintain a 6 feet distance. And if you are living in the joint family system, and nuclear family, where the children's and where the old age are there, you just need to be careful. Where you can keep a mask, or like a cover with a normal piece of cloth which is clean, and cover your nose and mouth, where your breathings and the respiratory germs are not being transmitted to others, right? So these are the some things needs to be looked after. Okay. While nutrition, we are very much going with this, and people are discussing that the people who has a good immunity system, people has who have taken a very good vitamin C. So this is the trend of the pyramid of the nutrition has been changed with it now in plate actually. So the plate talks about that the one half of the vegetables and the fruits should be there in your diet, right? That the 50% portion of your diet should be with the vegetables and fruits, right? And the one fourth, that the 25% talks about, if you are taking any masses like such as fish, chicken, or a meat you're taking it, or any kind of butter, so you should be involved with this, or including the nuts as well. And half fourth is the grains, all the pulses, and all the beans, breads should comes in this, right? So the 50% portion, because the green leafy vegetables are a good source, have all the vitamins, and all the vitamin C's also there. So that needs to be encouraged and look after it, right? Okay. So as a community nurse, this is my portion. So I'll just quickly tell you our home remedies. If you come up with a flu or something like this, you just need to, don't worry about it, because vitamin C has a great miracle. Because being a Asians, I'll tell you that the people are least bothered. They said, okay, with the lemon and the orange, it can make your irritation of your throat and give you a sore throat, right? But it's not like this actually. So lemon has this tendency, and orange has this tendency, because outside the cell there is a layer of the vitamin C or a calcium, which like give the oxygen prometers, or you can say a life to a cell. So vitamin C has a very good tendency, if you have any kind of flu or any kind of allergens reactions or any histamines or any triggers, that really works. So you can take a simple one lemon, warm water of a glass, right, and squeeze it with the lemon and put a small ginger piece and drink it. If you have irritation, you can go for the salt and warm like a garglings, right? uh, you can simple take we can say in our Asians that the kawa or a green tea, right? You can add some cinnamon, ginger. You can add some tea, something inside, small pores of lemon. Turmeric is very good. Turmeric has reactions with the anti-allergens. You can take in that in the warm milk, or you can take in a warm milk with the honey, put place some honey inside. If you have a itchy throat or a cough, you can simply take a 1 spoon of a honey with the pinch of the pepper, black pepper up, and you can just sip it and just take it. You can have a fixed flower beads in the morning. It is also has a great impact of your health. It is works almost more than 100 diseases such as heart, kidneys, liver functions, bones, and your weight management. So you can fix it. That is in Asians, it is with the name of the kalonji, right? Um, we should avoid taking the red chilies and all that, because red chilies is also have the hard burnings and spices. We can add a green chili rather than taking a red chilies and spices, because green chili has a good source of vitamin C again, right? And broccoli has a vitamin C, a good source of vitamin C and B12, because it works with your memory, and it also help you allow to sleep. And the people who are suffering from the insomnias can take a cauliflower and the broccoli wedge, including a piece inside. The people who are having knees or something like a problem can be take a brinjols with this brinjols and add some potatoes, because potatoes is also a good source of carbohydrates, and it's also nourisher with sweets. So people are have a drop of the hypoglycemia can add with this, right? And onion is basically a miracle vegetable, you can say. I was reading, being a Muslim, I was reading it. There was somewhere that the Prophet Muhammad has said, wherever you travel, just eat the onion of that city, because onion has the thrombocytopenias inside, plasmas. It's develop. It has it has the tendency to develop plasma and give you a new blood, a fresh, and it also works for the anti-allergics, right? So onion is very good. Try to add when once you're cooking any kind of rice or any kind of veg, put onions inside, and you can eat it onion while as salads, because it's lovely. All kind of a citric fruits, if you have like lemons, oranges, strawberries, grapefruits, and watermelons are there. Cucumber is very good for hypertensions, and it's also very good for a good source for the aged cares as well. So these are the few very quick home remedies that I'm just sharing it. Else you can email me, so I can share you a different type of home remedies in terms of a different diseases can look and what kind of diets, because this is my favorite portion. So I have a short time, and that's just a very quick I'm telling you, because coronavirus is working. The people who are taking up pulses and the beans, so you can just have a quick take a mix pulses inside, just boil it, put some onion, some 1 tomato, ginger, garlic, black pepper, and the salt inside, and just sip it out, because it really the proteins allows you, and it is a complete potion that allows you to make a fullness, give you improve your metabolisms, and also allow you to fight with all the infections, because proteins has a very good source, which is also works on the optic nerves, and optic nerves is your eventually a pain nerves, which is need a highly protein. So in the coronavirus, the people are ending up with the bones and the malaise, because it hindering the cells and walls and all that. So people are taking with the pulses and beans, soups, or any are doing curries and all that. So they are being least risk to go for it. The more the pity sides, the people who are having any comorbids such as the hypertension, diabetes, or any chronic, they are having the failure size of the kidneys and the cardiac issues, they are more prone for it, because they are having a high blood pressure, they already are the immunosuppressors, so that should be kept in isolated, not isolated, that should not be look after that long in, like shaking their hands, touching and kissing with them, because it can, we are the source to give them infection because they are already immunocompromised, and especially the small children. The mothers who are pregnant, they should not be worried about, because they can deliver the baby. They should be connected with their physicians, their opticians, their nurses and midwives, so they can easily go for with timely ultrasounds, blood tests, and they can deliver the healthy baby. Because I'm receiving a call as a midwife that are we safe to deliver a baby, because we need to understand that the pregnancy and the delivery is a normal phenomena. Every woman has to go because it's a god nature, and it is not a disease, right? So it's okay, because WHO give the recommendation, if the mother is healthy, baby is healthy, so like a 4 visits, it's fine. But until unless that the obstetrics complication, mother should informed, and in meanwhile the mother should be good with the hygiene care, that the hand washing, she should not be going in crowds, she should be aware, taking a good vitamin C's, and the yogurt and the calcium, the milk intake is very good, because the people who are taking the yogurts and the milk takes are also a good source of the calcium. So we should encourage with the children that if you are inside the home, you should prepare some food with the yogurt. Like strawberries are in the season, so you can like just crush it, few strawberries, put a pinch of sugar inside and the yogurt inside, and just paste it so you can have a fruity yogurt. So I also give to my children, it's very healthy, and it is also a serving that it give a portion to a child to have like vitamin C, as well as a components to have the healthy nurture with this. All right, so recommendation, I just would suggest as a healthcare that we are not like socially isolated, we are maintaining the physical distance. If we stay at home is very good, until unless we should not be going out. Shaking hand is not good. The vulnerable population is our old age, we should take care, we look after. And the children are not that vulnerable, because children are having a very good energy, until unless they are maintaining they are at home, and they are growing, they are nurturing, so they have a good metabolisms, and they are not weak with the 5 years. The below children are not weak, they have a good immunity, because they have a good like an inflammation system. Once you are get older, so the inflammation system get weaker and the slower down. So that's why the old age people who are having comorbids are more looked after, right? So in this quarantine, this is the best time, I think, with the family we should spend a good time. If you're good with the readings, if you're good with the writings, you should look after. I would not recommend as a public health specialist to go for a more media, and the people are sharing the sources of all the newses and crackings the things, because it creating a panic and it creating a stress. So eventually the people are with the heart failure, kidney failures, it also already they are in the stress condition, the are old age. So definitely if you break some such news or something like this, so it is also upsetting. So rather than to share a memory, if you have taken any good videos, photos, you should keep memorizing your good parts. You should be playing a good games. You can ideally, if you're good with the craftings, you should take. Me and my husband, we have 2 children, we are playing hide and seek at home. We are playing you can say CID police, I don't know, my son has developed this game. So this is like we are how we are overcoming. And the best thing is meditate is good for your health actually. If you meditate, you can decrease like a stress. And it also help because it increase the endorphin is a hormone which release in your body, which ease your depression, and it allow you to generate a positive energy inside. So if you all can view my video, so I just have a quick like I can share you a very quick stress like activity over here. So I think we all can begin together. Yes, are we all can begin together?
Yeah, ma'am. Why not?
All
Yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
So let's begin a good stress exercise. This is always in a public speaking I share with the people to ease it, right? So take a deep breath. All right.
Ah.
One more
Yes.
time. Take a deep breath.
There is
Very good.
a
One
coffee,
more
you know, my
time. All right. Now you just need to hold your fist, okay, and you just clench it and take a deep. You just put a tight and put a pressure as much of your fist or as much of your body you can put the pressure. Release. One more time. Release. One more time. Release. Very good. Now you just need to make sure that the shoulder loads should be touched with your earlobes. Okay. So let's do it. Put it your hand on your head, and here you go. Come on. One, two, three. Go. One more time. One, two, three. Go. One more time. One, two, three. Go. Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay. Very good. Take a deep breath. Okay, now you all have to take out your tongue outside where all your toxics come out, right? Outside. All your negative energy and all your carbohydrates, or you can say a carbon dioxide can come outside, okay? Like a roaring, you can say a lion, okay? So when I say 1, 2, 3, you have to take out, everyone have to take out there. I can see how someone is laughing over here from Mexico, right? That's good. All right, so one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, are you there? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
All right.
Ma'am, we can
So
hear you.
we can hear you all. Are you all practicing or not? Are you all with me? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, ma'am. Sure, sure.
All right. So let's take out all your tongue outside, right? One more time. 1, 2, 3.
yeah, we are.
Hey, wow. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay. So I just have a small poem for you. All right. So let's sing it together, and then we are wrapping up. And if you have questions with me, so we can. All right. So this is not the sad movement. We all need to be kind. We all need to share the love. We need to be strengthened as much as we can share how we can contribute as a humanity to everyone. We can contribute. It doesn't matter that because everyone is trying to save this world, and this is our world, and this is all our humanities, all our shelters, right? So let's share. I hope you all know the poem, which is always close to my heart, is that if you're happy and you know, clap your hands, right? So let's sing it together, and then we end it up. All right, Fawad, I'll just take you a 2 minutes more with this poem. So I just want to end it up with the happy ending, that we all are energized.
Sure, sure, ma'am. No worries. Carry on. It's just something really
All right.
interesting. Really.
So here we go. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, then you really want to show. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
If you're happy and you know, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know, then you really want to
That's
show. If you're happy and you know, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know, say hurrah. Everybody say
hurrah.
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 If you're happy and you know, say hurrah. Hurrah. If you're happy and you know, then you really want to show. If you're happy and you know, say hurrah. Hurrah.
Hurrah.
Great. Take a deep
वो
breath.
एक्सरसाइज
Take a
करा रही
deep
थी
breath.
बस एक्सरसाइज
Very good.
खाली मिलता है ज्यादातर बाद में फिर एंड पे
If
हंसा था
remember, if you cannot go outside, go inside. Discover yourself, love yourself, love your human being, love your family, and take a very good care of yourself. Because it's just a pandemic, it will be finished eventually. It cannot be get a header. So thank you very much for the opportunity. I doubt I'm not able to share my presentation, but I'll share with Fawad, and I'm sure he can float it out. You all can contact me anytime. my email address, you can note it out, naurin.shipti@gmail.com. And I'm there just away with you all. So we all are connected. And this is a beautiful soul, and this is a beautiful platform where we can all share and express our knowledge and our wisdom to each other to help and facilitate. So thank you. Thumbs up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Can you please repeat your Gmail address?
Yeah, it's NAUREEN dot Shivji at gmail.com.
Please come again.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
I can
Thank you
drop
so
it
Thank
much.
you very
back.
much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much. It's very nice to
Thank
see
you.
you all and to share my
Ma'am, the
experience with you.
exercise and
What
the
I
exercise
think
was very
as a
good, ma'am.
that's nice. Okay, that's lovely.
Actually, I removed my mask to entertain your exercise, ma'am. It was
Oh,
really
thank
nice.
you so much. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. All right. So just one thing, if you're having any flu or any kind of, if you feel like this, a fever, something like this, just not isolated, make a physical distance, right, of 6 feet at
No,
home.
ma'am. I've not having any problem. I've just put it for the reason that no white mask, white side is above. So I'm all right. I am like not
That,
having any
all right,
problem from.
that's okay.
Ma'am, I have a
That,
question.
yes, please.
Ma'am, the symptoms, it is okay when someone is showing symptom, they have to go to the hospital to get themselves checked. But what about those cases who are being reported without symptoms?
Right. Yeah, this is the actually this virus can be, these people are those who has a suppressed immunity, right? And they have some like, actually, one thing I have observed, that we all have a tendency to take the antibiotics, right? To take the antibiotics, and it's like we are more prone for the doctor shopping. Like if the ciprofin or augmentin has worked on my health, if you are my friend, I will definitely recommend it, right? And being a human, we have a tendency that after 2 days we just drop taking that antibiotic because we are feeling well. So these are the those people actually who are having non-compliances of the medication, and they are more risk if they are freelancing or going here and there. They have an immunity suppressed. Even with a mild or a normal flu, they can easily catch up with each other. So I don't recommend the people who are taking you can say a polytac people. The polytac people is like the, it's just running pharmacy. If you have a stomach ache, you take Buscopan. If you have a headache, you take a Panadol. So it's the people, because your body is not resisting. So these people are actually are those who are have the immunity suppressed, and they are rushing to the hospital without any symptom to have this virus, because eventually the cell is not accepting what in the air, because this virus is airborne as well, right? So if it is in airborne, so like people who are has insight, not that it get infected easily,
Yes.
right?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, no problem. I hope I make some justified, because this is my experience.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Past is like 15 years in the community. I'm heading and I'm looking after these things. So this is the non-compliance of the medication is the biggest problem, right?
Yes.
It's been pleasure for us, ma'am. It's been pleasure for us
Thank you
to
so
Smart
much.
with you, ma'am.
secure.
It's nice, and so nice to know that the Fawad has invited me to share with you all, right? All right, so we are in, and the floor is open for the questions if you want. Otherwise, over to you, Fawad.
Wow, wow, wow. Impressive. Mashallah, Miss Noreen. It was really great. I mean, I personally and truly was not expecting, but it was really, really good. Thank you so much for sharing your great expertise. It was really great. And honestly speaking, we really need these kind of remedies. Now it's actually like from external side or from our soul side internally, we need such kind of a support from people like you, of course, who are really days not working to serving and to helping entire humanity. Because this problem, this pandemic is actually across the world, not any specific there. And unfortunately, it doesn't have any kind of a boundary. It's keep revolving and keep moving. So I must say, I hope that all of us, all our delegates from across the world definitely follow whatever the remedies, whatever the precautionary measures you have shared to us. It was truly an amazing, and I must say it was great honor to have you on board, and you have given us a very great. I'm really excited that all of our delegates are really happy to hear that, and I can see from their faces, I can see from their comments, of course, and that was really amazing.
Do
Once
share me and do share the video. I don't know how do I
oh,
look like.
definitely. We are keep recording. We are keep recording every single
Perfect,
session, and we're
perfect.
uploading on our official YouTube channel of our trainings. Okay,
All
definitely, I
right.
will send you the link of that. So it was once again, thank you so much for that. However, we're going to have our closing ceremony in next 5 to 7 minutes. I would
Perfect.
really appreciate if you could be one of our guests. It will be really honor for us, ma'am.
No problem. I'm online. I just need to check my little monkeys because of my
Yes,
husband.
I can see that. I was quite hearing their
Oh my
voices.
God. Because they keep
I was
knocking
really
the
hearing their
door,
voices.
and my husband is being taken after. So I have
I
two
do, and
monkeys.
especially by the time when you were singing a poem, actually.
That's nice because I do sing the remedies because the music is a very good ease releaser of the
Indeed,
stress. So
indeed, ma'am.
listening all kind of the musics is also a very good remedy to
Indeed,
relieve your stress, and it allow you to release the good endorphins inside. So
indeed, ma'am.
if you're not going the outside, you do just go to inside. It's the
Mm,
good time to explore ourselves, go for the facial beauties, go for the skincare, and you can look after everything, make a good vegetables for you, good food for you, love your family, give the quality time to your family and
yes,
your
that's
elder
the
ones.
main fact. In fact, that's the main fact.
And the elder ones to have nowadays my mother's not well, so I'm trying to spend a good time. I'm taking my children there because children has this tendency, they allow to the older to grow, right, and to give a spark in the eyes, right. So this is a very good time, and I think this quarantine has made a very positive energy. And the good thing for what the every
Yes,
people are connected to each other, the whole world is standing as a humanity, and we can
yes,
see
ma'am.
that so many strategies are coming, that the people are shifting to telemedicine, going for the robotic intelligence. The people are so much facilitating whatever they are kind of, and the youth is, my god, they're making sanitizers. Okay, I have a good remedy of sanitizers. You just need to take I share you a very quick, and even I have seen it in the community. Just take a aloe vera gel, okay, put some lemon inside, right, and just put it there, alcohol spirit if it is available. So just dilute it all together 1 gram, or just like a normal, just you can take it as you measure from your hand. And this is a very good alcohol drop. You cannot take outside a sanitizer, right? So this is a very
Yes,
good sanitizer. And the one thing just I'm concerned for what, that we should take care about the water, because the 20 second the
mm-hmm,
water, it that means that the 100 liter water of the
mm-hmm.
five people are consuming. So we need to be very much sensitized that if the water will be out of this world, because water is also like a Maslow hierarchy need, right? So once
Mm-hmm.
I request you all, if you, because as we are urging, and this is just this disease is just being eradicated with the hand washing. So we should, in the 20 seconds that we should take care, we should stop that tap, and then we just rub it, and then we open it while we can save
Indeed.
the water. So this is the good strategy. that at least we save a good water. With this, we can save at least a 40 to 50 liter. And we can save a 50 liter for the 5 people. I was running this today. That might be in the next few days we would be